She's like, I like green beans out of the can. I said, what? Green beans and corn out of the can? Like room temperature?
Like a settler?
Yeah, like what?
This is the Oregon Trail.
We're back. Episode 1-4. In Spanish, I don't know, but it's 1-4.
Uno foro.
Yeah. We apologize. A week late, technically, but we took a week off. Had some exciting things happen this past weekend.
He got birthed 24 years ago.
Happy birthday, me.
Happy birthday, Caleb.
And
and then our normal ones and twos guy, Mike, he got married.
he decided
Congrats,
to go to Cancun,
Mike.
so whatever that means.
So we are looking forward to him getting back and sharing with us some Cancun stories. So that's lit.
But shout out Dan.
We got Dan.
Stepping up for us.
The Dan Vollmer. We got him on the ones and twos.
So if this episode's trash, blame it on him.
It is ADF, always Dan's fault.
But no, episode 14.
We're here.
It's been a ride.
They said we couldn't.
They didn't want us to have a bigger pool than Kanye.
They didn't.
No,
Still don't.
Yeah. One
So
day.
they're winning currently, but
Hey, man.
maybe they won't sometime. Who knows? Can't win them all. NBA started.
Yeah.
Bingo.
You a
Bongo.
Raptors fan now?
No, but Vince Carter jersey, that is one of the toughest jerseys in NBA history, period.
Yeah. And Vince Carter was a dog.
Vince Carter was a dog.
Sometimes I forget Tracy McGrady played for the Raptors.
Dog.
Yeah.
But I tell you, just watched LeBron play a basketball game with his son. Crazy.
For
First time that's
3
ever happened.
seconds.
Yep, doesn't matter. He got it done. But it got me wondering, right? So Bronny is LeBron James Jr., right?
Yeah.
That's his actual name.
Yeah.
Is LeBron James Jr.
His jersey
So
says James Jr. on the
His
back.
jersey says James Jr. Now, let's say that we get a few more years out of LeBron and Bryce gets into the league.
His name's not LeBron James, though.
Right. So then we'd have James, LeBron James. So we'd have James, James Jr., and James.
Oh, dude, did
know what I'm saying?
did LeBron have
LeBron
senior
does?
on the back of his jersey?
He did not.
No.
It was just James.
Interesting.
Yeah. Right.
But I mean, that's his name though. He's known for LeBron James, not LeBron James Senior.
Yeah. I wouldn't change. If I was
No,
him, I
oh,
wouldn't.
yeah.
There's no way.
Could you imagine the three of them playing on the same team? And it's
Yeah, dirty. I think
I
it's
don't
funny.
think that would ever be passed up. Like I don't think 2 maybe could be years down the road.
Sure. Like,
3 though?
low-key, I could see Tatum and Deuce playing.
No.
Why? Why couldn't Tatum play? I mean, Deuce is already like 15.
Not even. He's what, like 5?
No, he's older than that.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he was born
While he's at Duke?
either during, like, at the beginning of his first season, maybe ish, and he's 7 years in the league, so he's probably 7 or 8.
Dang, not LeBron. Tatum's been around that long, huh?
Tatum's 26, so he had the kid super early. So, like, kind of like LeBron, where you could kind of, like, just
Yeah,
the
but
timing
but
is
I mean,
fortunate.
Tatum also started a year later in the NBA, age-wise, unfortunately, because of having to go play at college for a
Yeah,
year.
but I think he had Deuce sooner than LeBron had Bronny.
Really?
I think so.
I think LeBron had Bronny in high school.
Don't think so.
I don't know,
I don't know either.
but it was
Just speculations.
it was cool to see though.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like,
I wish that they wouldn't have played together in preseason
yeah,
because it
I
kind of
mean,
like dulled it a little bit.
I mean, I hope Bronny enjoyed his couple minutes of NBA,
Yeah.
and he's
You
gonna
better
go G
learn
League.
Chinese, buddy.
Yeah, that or he's gonna play G League for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
He almost had a 3. LeBron passed a 3. LeBron passed it to Bronny, and Bronny bricked a 3, but that would have been kind of cool.
He's not as bad as a lot of people think.
Oh, no. But
Like,
he's not
I-
top 12 on that team.
Oh, no. Like, the only reason he played last night is because But
Well, JJ Redick came out and said he's like
he
we
didn't
just
even know.
what?
He didn't even know he was going in.
Well, I know, but he said something later that um he the coaching staff wanted to get it over with early
Yeah.
because they knew like as the longer they waited to put Bronny in, like several games down the road, it'd just always be
Right.
oh, his history can be made tonight. Like
Right.
that
Yeah.
would be the title of like all their games
Yeah.
until it happened. So now it happened. They're like, okay,
Right. It's done.
yeah, now we can
Yeah.
go win games. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like it. I mean, I like it, honestly. The way I see it is like if the consequence of us getting another season of LeBron means that we have to deal with the Bronny stuff and Bronny getting a little bit of playing time, I feel like LeBron himself has earned it through the game of basketball to get that moment.
Yeah.
Like,
How
I don't think that anybody has done as much for the league as LeBron.
I agree. I think
Besides,
Steph's up there.
maybe the only people that I would even consider having a conversation about would be Bird and Magic.
Why?
Because the NBA in the 80s was trash.
But Steph too. Steph changed the game of basketball.
Okay, so big part of what you just said is the game of basketball versus the NBA.
It's the same thing.
Nope. Not the same.
Well, I think the game of basketball is bigger than the NBA.
Sure.
Boom. Steph's better than LeBron is basically what I just got at right there.
Sure, if that's what you think.
No.
Everyone's entitled to their
I
opinion.
will say last night, and I've kind of realized this past couple years, it's kind of sad watching the NBA and kind of realizing, like, we're getting close to the end of
Yep.
an era.
Yep.
LeBron's, I don't know, he ain't got too much left.
Yeah.
Steph's,
I think it's
Steph's getting close. Kevin Durant's getting close. Kyrie's getting close. Like,
Yeah.
just those guys
There's
that
a
we've
lot of
seen.
guys that are like, but I do think the NBA is in good hands.
Oh, 100%.
You know, like
100%.
pass the rock to
Tatum.
Ant, Tatum,
Luka.
Luka.
Shea.
Jokic is not that old.
Yeah, Jokic.
Like,
Giannis, kind of.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's going to fall off, but it is kind of sad to see, like, those players that
The
we
ones that we grew up
idolized
like, yeah,
growing up are now about to be done.
getting there.
Luckily, you got Tatum, though, so you're chilling.
So I have another kind of weird thing with jerseys. So right now, the Celtics have almost every number below 10 besides 4, 8, and 9. And
What do you mean?
7.
Like
4, 8, 9,
that
and
players
7
are wearing them?
are retired.
Oh.
But Robert Parrish, I believe, was number 00, which is retired for the Celtics. But Tatum is wearing 0. Kind of weird, right? But do you think, so let's say, because the easiest example would be Jaylen Brown, right? So let's say Jaylen Brown gets his number retired. So 7 goes up in the rafters. It is now retired and nobody can wear it. Is 07 a number you can wear?
I think the only double number like with the 0 is 00.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, why couldn't it? Like, you're telling me if you're number 3, right? So let's say you were number 3, you went to college, you played, you're number 3, and the Celtics draft you, and they're like, hey, sorry, 3 is retired. What do you want to be? You could go
3-0.
be 03.
I'd go 3-0.
It's retired.
3-0 is? You said 3 was.
Both are.
Okay, then I'd
So
go.
what I'm getting at is
I'd go 1-2.
the Celtics have basically retired like
Then how are
almost
other players?
every number. Like, we're gonna get to the point where it's like, would you rather be number 03 or would you rather be number 87? Ain't nobody trying to be number 87 on a basketball court. That looks terrible.
I remember in high school or like just when we were in biddy ball and stuff.
Yep.
Like, and it's a rule, everything but the NBA is like the number has to be so it can be on one hand.
On one hand, yeah.
So like you can't be number 8 or 7.
Yeah. when I
So
learned
it's
that,
weird.
I immediately was like, wait, but Rondo is number 9. So
Why can't I be number 9?
why can't I be?
Yeah. I will say the Lakers game was a better game than the Celtics game.
Yeah.
Celtics game, I mean, it was a good game, but
If you're a
up till
Celtics
the
fan, it was a great game.
up till the
If
second
you're a
quarter.
Knicks fan, maybe hang it up.
Yeah,
Better luck next
it was at one point in the game, bro. The Knicks had 81 points and the Celtics had like 100 or something.
Yeah.
But 78 of their 100 points were from
year.
three-pointers.
Yeah. Crazy.
They almost outscored the Knicks in one of those quarters by just shooting threes.
Yeah. They're pretty good.
That's crazy.
I think.
But they couldn't break the record.
Here's my hot take. I think that there's a ton of teams that are trying to do what the Celtics do, and I don't think that any of the teams can do it better than the Celtics because they've been doing it for 3 years now.
Like just shooting and stuff.
I mean, literally the Knicks tried to make their own version of the Celtics, and it's just a worse version.
Yeah.
Like,
but to your
go
point,
out,
though,
they get a big center that can shoot.
they got
have-
guards that can shoot.
And then a bunch of like forwards and stuff
Yeah.
that can switch on
But
defense and stuff like that.
The thing about that is that just got built this year.
What do you mean?
The Knicks, like that team, that starting 5.
Sure.
This is their first year, all 5 of them playing together.
That's what I'm saying.
Where the Celtics have played together for that same 5 for a couple years now.
Right.
So that's why their
Right. I'm saying
team chemistry is way better than the Knicks right now.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, I think that there's a ton of teams that are trying to do what the Celtics are doing, and I don't think that any of them can do it as well as the Celtics
Right now.
right now.
Maybe next year the Knicks can do it.
Probably not.
I definitely think the Celtics team can be rebuilt on any other team with different players.
Like, give me a realistic one and don't just be like, well, you could just put this like, with cap space, the way that the Celtics are built, beat them.
Literally the Knicks could do it if they I'm just saying the Celtics, I'm not hating on the Celtics. They're a great team and the way they played last night was so dominant. But I'm not saying like that can't be redone by another team like ever. Like it's not hard to find 5 guys that can shoot, 5 guys that can switch. You know, like it's not impossible
give
to
me
do.
another team.
There's not a team that can do it right now.
So that was my point.
Your point was that it's not another team that could do it, and then I said that
yeah, I didn't
a
say
team that
I
like
didn't say
that can be
there's not
rebuilt.
another team that will ever be able to beat the Celtics ever again. They broke basketball, and now the Celtics are going to win every championship for the rest of eternity. It's not what I said.
I think the Warriors could beat them. Not now. 2015 Warriors, 2016 Warriors. I think the Celtics rebuilt that.
Okay,
I'm just saying, like it's something that can be rebuilt.
sure.
I think it's purely. Well, I mean, everyone on the Celtics is really good. But
Give
I
me
think
give me an example. Give me 5 guys right now on a realistic roster, the way that they get paid,
they can be
that
on the
could
same
beat
team.
the Celtics right now. Do it.
Like taking players from anything.
Sure.
Okay.
You can move players around, but it needs to be able to. You can't just say, well, you could just put Kevin Durant, LeBron, Steph Curry.
All right. Steph at the 1.
Okay, so you're starting with the Warriors.
Yeah, I didn't think teams matter. Steph at the 1. I'm going Wemby at the center because Wemby's on a rookie contract right now.
Yep, he can shoot. You're doing really well so far.
What's the cap space on something like?
I'm just saying you can't just blow a rock like.
Yeah, like can't get Kevin
Just-
Durant, LeBron, and all them
Right,
on the
make
same
it
team.
try and make it realistic with because like the Celtics have role players. They have like,
Yeah.
They just have really good role players
Um,
that fit a system super well.
I think Kevin Durant can get on that team.
Okay,
Contract-wise, he's
Sure.
not as high anymore.
him, Steph, and Wemby probably all be hurt.
Hurt?
Probably. Curry gets hurt all the time. Kevin Durant hasn't played a full season, and
I'm talking healthy, bro.
yeah,
So there's 3. I need shooting guard and probably like small forward.
I mean, might as well slot LeBron in because I said you shouldn't do the other ones, but
Well, then that'd be LeBron, Kevin Durant, and Steph on the same team's like never gonna happen. But like Steph and LeBron on the same team, that could happen. Steph and KD's already happened and can happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think the
I don't think
2016 Warriors beat the Celtics.
Bro.
2016 Warriors.
Is that the
20
team? Is that the team that?
That's the year before Durant got there.
I,
And
nah,
I like.
that's prime Clay. That's Steph.
Yeah.
Is that his MVP year?
Mm-hmm.
MVP Steph.
Yep.
Draymond Green's good.
Yep. He's fine.
They got Harrison Barnes. That team. Who was
Yep.
their big that year? It was something with a B. It was that big white guy.
So you have the best perimeter defenders in the NBA on the Celtics right now.
Don't matter.
The two of them.
It's
So
Curry.
I'm just saying, if anybody can stop him, it would be them. Tatum has continuously locked Durant up. Durant has not won a playoff series against this version of the Celtics team in
But Durant's not even on
4 or
this team.
5 years. What do you mean?
You said 2016 is before Durant.
I know, but I'm saying honestly 2017. Like I would still take the Celtics. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's crazy. I think we should settle this by
Porzingis is better than whoever. They're gonna stretch them too deep.
Porzingis is always hurt. I'm just saying.
Isn't that the year that Durant snapped his ankle?
Not
anyway?
2016.
No. 'cause he wasn't on their
2019
team.
was the year he got
Yeah.
hurt.
Durant's such a cupcake. I don't like him.
I love Kevin Durant.
I like old Kevin Durant.
OKC.
Yeah.
There's just
Before
so
he-
many good players, bro.
Before he switched up.
Can we talk about how the Thunder couldn't win with Harden, Kevin Durant, and Russell, and Ibaka,
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams,
Kendrick
and
Perkins.
Perkins? Like,
Yeah.
bruh,
That was a squad.
that was a squad.
Who were they losing to? The Warriors.
They lost in the finals to someone. Is that the year? No, not all of them were on the same team when they went to the finals. Right? Did they lose to the Heat? No, it wasn't the Heat. They made it to the finals or West Coast
Yeah.
finals or something, and they lost. Maybe it was the year they lost to the Mavs, who ended up beating the Heat.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
I
know.
don't know. But I think the way we got to settle this is fire up 2K, get the
Sim it.
2016, get 2016 Warriors, get the current Celtics, sim it.
Okay.
See who wins.
Sure.
Yeah. So I was driving today.
Mm.
Actually, it wasn't today, but it was a couple days ago. And I was thinking about this. I think two things should be illegal.
Okay.
One, they're two completely different extremes. Like they don't even connect. One, I think no one should be allowed to drive a Ford Explorer unless you are a cop.
Oh, don't get me started.
Like the amount of times
Or retired police vehicles that
yeah,
have the
anything
frickin'
that
the-
makes me slow
if you-
down
bro,
because I
if
think
you
it's a
have
cop.
The light on the side still.
Dude,
up by
that's
the-
that makes zero
come
sense
on,
to me.
bro. And it's just some cracked out like
Grandma, that
no. It's always some cracked out like middle-aged guy who I don't know. I don't want to get too deep, I guess.
yeah. I think that should be illegal. The amount of times
Yeah, I don't
that
like it.
I have driven slower because
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh, that's a cop up there,
Right. Or like
Or
not
there's a
pass
cop in
someone
front
on
of
the
me,
interstate or
or
something like that.
or there's a
Yeah.
cop behind me, and it just turns out to be freaking
It's just Reginald on
mom
his
that's
way
just
to
driving an
soccer
Explorer.
practice.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, that is the most frustrating thing in the world. I really think it should be illegal. If I was president, it would be illegal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of the point, though, right? Is the cops are trying to blend in.
Yeah, they're always taking cars that are common, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of bummy of them, to be honest with you. Number 2, what should be illegal, and this one honestly upsets me more than the other one, but there should not Netflix or anything that does this should not be able to cut a season in half and have 2 premieres. Does that make sense?
No.
For example, dude, they've been doing this all the time, and it's making me so mad. They've been doing this thing, and it's a whole money thing, bro. It's 100% got to be a money thing. They've been doing this thing where, like, for example, Outer Banks season 4 just came out, right?
'Kay.
It came out sometime in October. They put the first 5 episodes out of the season, and the next 5 don't come out until like middle of November.
Why?
Exactly. Like, bro,
Is it like to keep people interested?
I don't know, but recently in the past couple of years, like big shows that you've been waiting for years already for the new season to come out. They come out, and then there's like, psych, it's just half of them. And then you have to wait another month or 2 for the next half.
Yeah.
Like Yellowstone. Yellowstone did that, but they had a problem with their actors.
Yeah.
But, like, they had season 5, part 1 out. It's been, like, 2+ years since the second half has come out.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and
bro.
Then at that point, it's like, dude, especially if you have people who are, like, younger or whatever in whatever stages of life, then
that
they
are
come
into
back,
that show.
Yeah, they come back, and then it's like, who are you?
Yeah, dude, it's the
like
most
Stranger
frustrating.
Things,
dude, Stranger Things.
Since they were all so young.
Yes, and
then,
now
yeah,
we've
then it's
been
like, hold on, you are like 32. What do you?
Like,
you're
what's
like,
your
you're too
face
old
is
to be in
married
college.
now.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, like, and that's been like 2 years since that season came out.
Yeah,
but
good
it's like
show.
dude. I love that show. So good, bro. It is funny though when since you brought that up, how in shows people be playing like, usually it's way younger than what they are, and they kind of look like they're that young.
Yeah.
But like, the guy in Outer Banks, Chase something, I can't think of his last name. He's like 30 something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like when
he's playing like a 19-year-old.
I like when shows make jokes about it. Like in 21 Jump Street, when they're talking to Channing Tatum, they're like, "How old are you?"
Yeah.
He's like,
That's a fire movie too.
Yeah. Those are heaters.
Korean Jesus. And then the second one, it's not Korean Jesus, it's I think it's Vietnamese Jesus.
Yeah, it's right down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like. Both of those movies were heaters, but sometimes they like the first one does so well, and then they put out a second one and it gets a lot of hype, but then it's just not as good as the first one. It kind of sucks.
Well, your expectations are always just so high.
Yeah, just leave on a high note.
Yeah, but
I
bet they probably made so much money off the second one.
I'm sure. It's crazy.
The second one is still fire. Like that is like that's a good sequel.
It makes sense because it's like now they're going to college instead of high school.
Yeah.
That movie's so funny, bro.
Yeah. We got a draft.
We can run it up. I think cartoon characters.
I like cartoon characters. Okay. And who goes first?
Who went first last time?
Me. Because I picked campfires, and you're like, yeah. You picked two bad ones.
Yeah,
right after.
yeah.
Bum.
I got hated on.
Did you really? By me? Or
not by you.
Or
by some
other
people said that I had some bad picks, and then I had some people that were like, "Bro, you got some good picks. I think you won." It's kind of funny just talking to people about it.
I just think it's like, I know I've said it before, but I think it's funny that we both have our individual like ride or dies that are like, I guess.
Bruh, my
I don't love your opinion, but
my
you know,
my
I don't know the other guy, so
my PT Janelle.
Shout out Janelle.
Yeah, shout you out, bro. She made me cookies for my birthday.
Hey!
I had PT on Monday and it was my birthday.
Yeah.
She made me cookies.
Fire.
Gas.
Were they?
They were good, bro. I wish every day was my birthday.
What's the best and worst part about your birthday? Not yours specifically. I
birthday. I like the. This is gonna sound so low of me, bro, but I like the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or getting stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a day that I can count on.
Yeah.
To like get something. I like getting to choose like where you eat or what's for dinner.
Yeah, you could
kind
do
of
that
thing.
anyway, but you make me do it. So.
All right. I don't like now that we're getting older, like what's the point?
Yeah.
Like
I think
when you're growing up, you always have like these milestones of what birthday. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a teenager now, or I just turned 18. You
Yep.
know, I'm adult. 21, I can drink now.
Yeah.
24, like
I think
Kobe year? Like what?
One of the best and worst things is the opportunity to talk to a bunch of people that text you because it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Like there's always like a ton of people that are like, "Hey man, happy birthday." But then it's also, I think that's also kind of the worst part because it's like, where are you on the other
364 days. Yeah.
Like,
That is true. I had a few of those. But it's also like,
I think my least favorite part about my birthday is when it's over.
yeah. I can see that.
11:59 rolls around and you're like, it's about to be a long year.
Start the countdown to get my
you're
next
like-
birthday. I think it's fun. Like, I don't get butthurt about this or anything, but I think it's funny to see who doesn't remember your birthday.
Facts.
Like,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna come out there and be like, "Oh, it's my birthday,"
Yeah.
you know. But
I
it's
went-
like, bro, you're my cousin, and you told me happy
Yeah.
birthday like
Yeah.
3 days late. That didn't
So-
happen, but like an example.
Your birthday is the day before Trey's birthday. And on your birthday, I went out to eat with Trey. And then on Trey's birthday, I went and ate with you.
Yeah.
And Charlie texts me and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" Yesterday, when we
Yeah.
ate together. Charlie texted me. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And I was like, I'm going home and then I'm going to go over to Caleb's and eat for his birthday." And then I said, "Text him happy birthday if you forgot." And he goes, "I texted him yesterday." And I was
Yeah.
like, right. Because
Yeah.
today is Trey's birthday.
Yeah.
But because I switched it, I was like,
Yeah.
so I felt really dumb. So I was like,
Do you
telling
know,
him to tell you happy birthday. And he's like, "I did yesterday."
Do you know anyone personally that has the same birthday as you?
Adam Wainwright. Me and him
Okay.
are boys.
All right.
I do. I know a ton.
Personally,
Personally.
like that you
Yeah.
could talk to right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Mitch Weitzel.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
kind of dope. That's a
This actually
birthday,
this year is the first year that we didn't text each other since probably 2019.
Why didn't you text him?
I don't know. 'Cause we were in St. Louis for my birthday. And
Still
I
could've texted him.
I know I could have. I just didn't. I wasn't thinking about it. There's
Yeah.
so much other stuff going on.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
I got a birthday with Wildenrod and
Oh, really?
Robin. Yeah. Not with Kathy.
Yeah. Yeah. Scott Muchler.
Okay.
One of my old babysitters. Her name was Rebecca.
Oh, I know who that is
Yep.
too. Yeah.
Um,
That's kind of crazy.
one time, Dan's wife texted me, for it was either your birthday or for Christmas. It was I think it was and I didn't know who it was. And so for those of you who don't know, Dan is in my phone as Lit Dad, and then my one of my other best friends at work is Work Dad. So I have Work Dad and Lit Dad in my phone. It was for Father's Day. So, Laura texted me, and I didn't have her number saved. And all she texted me was, "What are we getting your dad for Father's Day?" And I'm lost. Because I'm like, who?
I'm pretty sure I got all my siblings'
Right, I'm like-
numbers in my phone.
I'm like, pause. Because who could it be, you know? I scroll up. The only other text is also from her, and it just says, "Happy birthday." So I'm like, damn. I don't have any context clues besides they know when my birthday is, and they know when Father's Day is. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's a cousin, an aunt, probably like an aunt, like an older aunt or uncle, something like that, that's just texting me like, "Hey, I got some money. I'm trying to, So I text back and I'm like, because my dad
Yeah.
at the time, I'm pretty sure wanted a Blackstone. And I'm thinking, if this is like an aunt or somebody, like probably have some
Let's
money.
hook that up.
So I'm like, let's hook that up. I'm like, I think he wants a Blackstone. And she texts back and she's like, "That's a little steep to just chuck money at a Blackstone for him right now. What else do we got?" And I'm like, wow, I I don't know. And then I think I even went as far as saying like, well, he pretty much just buys whatever because my dad does. Like if my dad wants something, he can just go get it.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not whatever.
You don't
Like
need to
he's
wait for a
really hard to
birthday.
buy gifts for because it's like
He gets what he
He
wants
has-
already.
infinitely more money than I do. He also knows exactly what he wants and needs, and he just goes and buys it.
Dude.
Right? So it ended when I got back to Lighthouse and I looked up who the number was because I was like, maybe they're like in here somewhere, and I saw it was Laura, and I was like, I go, how about a Yeti? we got him a Cardinals Yeti. It was sick, but it was just hilarious, and I was like,
That's
a
one of my.
Blackstone?
That's one of the first things I do when I don't have a number saved. If like I can't figure out who it is, like
Text.
I'll look at my mom or dad's phone because they
Yeah.
have way more numbers than I do.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll just type in the number, see if they know who it is. If they don't, usually I just don't answer. But, dude, do you like buying do you like buying gifts for people? Because I hate it. Like, okay, and it's
Really?
not because I don't like giving or anything like that. I hate the process of buying gifts for people. Because it's like, I'm terrible at like trying to figure out what they want.
So, if I knew exactly what you wanted and I knew exactly how much it was, and I knew that you knew what I wanted and how much exactly it was, I would rather spend $200 on you, knowing that you would spend $200 on me, and then I'm like, well, I just am a good friend. I just gifted him this thing instead of spending that money on me.
It was like the year that you bought me some Lulu pants.
Facts.
And I bought you some Nikes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not buying Nikes for anyone else.
Right,
bro.
yeah.
But it was the fact that I knew I was getting Lulu.
Yeah, I was like, I can get you some. Yeah. I can get you some.
But I don't like when you're older, like, people don't just like give you a list, you know, they want what they want. And it's like, bro.
I do like Christmas shopping for my like nieces and nephews. That's so fun.
Yeah, it's easy when they're little.
Nah, my nephews, Forrest and Stout are
okay, when
older.
they're
Landon
but like there's you know like
Landon's
what to get them.
3 years younger than Maddie. That's weird, right? Right?
Yeah. But it's like trying to buy a gift for my parents or something. It's like, dude, like, what do you want?
Parents is hard because it's like I don't want to just buy you a thing just to buy you with, you know? Like I want to buy you something that you'll get either some kind of enjoyment out of or use out of. I don't want to just like, oh yeah, I was supposed to get you something, so I got you something, and it's something that you'll like never.
This is gonna sound so bad, bro. I just like people start like my parents will ask me like, what you want for Christmas or you know whatever, and I honestly sometimes I don't even know what I want.
Yeah.
Like my purchases are very like they're urges at random times.
Yeah.
It's
Like
so
golf
it's,
clubs.
dude. So it's like, just how about you just give me some money that you would spend on gifts, and then I'll spend it on something.
But
when
then I get that, and then I'm
decide
like,
to buy something.
that always happens, and then I'm like, well, I need gas and I need groceries.
That
and I'm
money
like,
goes to
I'm like,
something
hey,
else.
damn, my Christmas present went
Yeah.
nowhere. What?
It's just stuff that you have to do anyways.
Yeah.
I will say though, my favorite thing. God, I sound like a really terrible person when I'm talking about this. My
alright,
favorite
you
thing
are.
is to buy myself stuff. Like today, I bought myself a very expensive birthday gift.
Sick.
Yeah, some golf clubs.
Yeah,
Super excited about it.
dude.
Um,
Why are
could I
golf
have
clubs
spent that
so
money
expensive?
on some other stuff? Yeah, for sure. But had
Like a new Chevy Trax?
God, there's a little out of my price range there, but
What are you talking about?
bro, I bought clubs for like $700, and that's like
Yeah.
less like
What if you made payments on the golf clubs?
it'd be like $30
Yeah,
compared to
cool.
$300.
Yeah, you can't drive a golf club.
Drive a driver.
You drive a driver. We got somewhere.
But like that, so easy and no care in the world, dropping money like that.
Yeah.
But it's like
Back when we lived in an apartment and I sold 1,000 cars a month, there was a day where we wanted to go golfing, so we went to Dunham's. Maddie didn't have any golf clubs.
I remember that.
We went to Dunham's. I spent like $500 on
set.
her to get golf clubs, and then I was like, whatever.
That
don't
was
care.
the same day that
And
Brock
then-
broke the club. Dude, that was the
Yes.
best day
Yes.
of golf I've ever had.
And then we came home, and Maddie and I are sitting there, and we're like, man, play Mario Kart. So then we drove back to Pekin, went to GameStop, and bought a Switch. So we spent $1,000 easy just in because we could.
Yeah.
And now it's like
And now imagine that.
the amount of things that I do for $1,000 right now. It's crazy.
Well, also that buying those clubs, you just spent yourself more money in the future because of the hobby that you just
Right.
created now.
Yeah, facts.
But dude, that day of golfing, oh my goodness, I will never
Brock
forget
was
it.
so heated.
I will never forget it, dude.
I was such a mess.
I
That
literally,
whole day
I didn't
was
even
so
play
bad.
well. The first, let me just paint this picture for everyone. We're golfing in Pekin. Me,
At Lick, which is
expensive.
$50 a person
We bought
or more.
We paid for 18 holes, but we'll get to it. Me, Bryce are in a cart. Brock and Kara are in a cart.
Yep.
And you and Matty are in a cart. There's
Yep.
6 of us. First hole, nice little par 4. I smoke my drive straight. That's a great drive for me. It
Yeah.
goes straight.
Big Host straight.
I'm
we're
hyped.
winning.
We're playing in twos, by the way. Bryce destroys his ball straight. Me and Bryce are like, dude, let's freaking go. Like this is hype. You guys all don't really do very well. Me and Bryce end up winning that hole, and me and Bryce are like, dude, we're riding on a massive high right now.
Yeah.
So we go on more holes.
And you know me, I'm not competitive at all.
Yeah, and neither's Maddie. It's
No.
first time golfing too, so
No.
like,
Maddie
Yeah.
might even be less competitive than I am.
oh, I can see it. We get to hole 7. It's been a decent day for me and Bryce. We're just vibing. We're having a good time. Brock is getting pissed off with his golf game.
Yeah. It was getting rough. I would like to say I picked up my act and I was golfing fine. Like I was playing fine. Brock was not having a good time. He was having a registered bad time.
Hole 7. I think it's hole 7.
Didn't even make it through 9.
Brock is like 30 yards from the green, chipping it. This club he just bought too, I think.
Yeah. Because I think it was a little wedge.
Yeah, a little like 56 or something. Goes to chip it, launches it past the green.
Yeah, smokes it. I mean, it went probably 40 yards in the air past the green. He
Takes the
yells a couple profanities, snaps the club over his knees, chucks it into the woods, and says, "You know what? I'm not playing golf anymore." Gets in the cart and drives off.
We get done hole 9, and Brock goes, "Me and Kara are just gonna leave."
Yeah.
We paid for 18. So we all go in there because like all of us kind of rode together. We all go in there. We're like, "Hey, could we get like a coupon for 9 holes?" Because
Yeah.
I get home, my mom asked me how it was. I was like, "I learned that I'm never going golfing with my significant other." Because me and Bryce were vibing and everyone else was struggling.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love golf so much. It's an addiction.
Yeah, it really is.
It's an expensive addiction.
Yeah, facts.
Sometimes I'm like, dude, why didn't I golf so much when I grew up? Like, I love it.
Yeah,
And I
you're like,
realize
oh,
it's
because
Yeah, I had to pay $50 every
Right,
time I wanted
yeah.
to go.
it is that is the worst part about golf.
It's a rich man's sport.
Facts.
I wonder, like,
But it's one of the only things that like you and a friend can just go do anywhere. Like,
literally everywhere has a course.
yeah. Like if me and you wanted to play football,
Yeah, you
you can't.
can play catch.
Yeah, but that's not like if me and you wanted to play baseball, again, we could play catch.
Yeah.
If we wanted to play basketball, I mean, we could play like one-on-one. We could shoot around and stuff. That's like the closest thing because there's like
Mhm.
parks that just have hoops. But like, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
I love golf. Golf's so amazing. If you want to ever get me a gift for whatever reason, anything golf related.
Yeah.
Anything golf related. Can't miss with that.
yeah,
All right, we meant to do a draft forever ago, so we can do a draft now. Cartoon characters.
Not gonna lie to you.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you can go first, but I might.
I'm going.
There's gonna be
There's
so
a ton,
many left
but I'm gonna go
off the board that people are gonna get mad about. I'm sure.
Oh, 100%.
When you're saying cartoon, let's clear this up a little bit. When you're saying cartoon characters, do cartoon movies count? So, like, if I was like,
I'm thinking more like TV shows.
okay, because if I'm saying like I want Mike Wazowski,
Goodness, that's.
see, so I'm thinking it needs to be
Let's do just TV shows.
just TV shows.
Just TV shows. Which my number one pick is gonna be SpongeBob. Iconic heater. Heater
got on my
off the
feet,
rip.
bruh.
Yeah.
Well, not gonna lie to you.
That was gonna be my 1 through 5.
Don't know where to go from here. I'm gonna go Pat Rick.
Who?
Patrick.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna go actually, let me pull that back. My number 1 pick, I'm going Peter Griffin.
Ooh.
And my number 2 pick, going Homer Simpson.
Okay. They're like the same person, but 2 different shows, kind of.
Yeah, but those are some heaters.
Yeah, heaters.
I think I can risk losing Patrick and pick him up later in the draft, maybe.
My number 2. I'm going. I'm gonna go with Bugs Bunny.
That's a good pick. Yeah, that's a good pick. I like that.
And number 3, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Phineas. Phineas and Ferb.
I like it. That's a
Great show.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I'm gonna go Jerry from Tom and Jerry. Iconic. I mean, it's an iconic pick.
I was honestly not even gonna lie. In my 2 and 3, I was thinking about Tom. Going with Tom.
Yeah.
I
like the mouse better.
I feel bad for Tom, man.
Nah.
Like, why is he always gotta like? I would just want it to be one time that he gets Jerry. Like, just one time.
Nah.
Like, I know that's like the whole point of the show, but that's iconic, bro.
I'm gonna take an absolute sleeper here. We go Thomas, the Tank Engine.
That's a good one.
I know.
I didn't even think about that.
I know. It's a good pick.
That's hilarious.
Thomas Tank.
My next one is gonna be
two.
One that I think is gonna be massive for today's day and age for little kids.
Yep, tell them about it.
Bluey.
Wow, I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Bluey is?
Nope, I don't have kids.
Dan, you know what Bluey is? Yeah, he's got kids that probably watched it. Bluey. It's like the new kid show that it's like for little kids, like toddlers.
Okay.
It's like a educational kind of thing, but it's like kind of massive.
Sure.
Never seen it, but I'm going with popularity.
Yeah. Nope. I like it.
I got another one, right?
Yep.
Man. There's just so many cartoons, it's hard to like.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. I'm going with ones that made the biggest impact
in your life.
On my life. I think
Peter and Homer.
I think Peter Griffin, more than any other cartoon, has made the biggest impact on my life. If
for good or
Dan, feel free to tune in, but how often do me, you, and Jake talk about PETA? It's literally like
you can't
non-stop at work. There's not a single
any scenario you can pull out of Peter quote for sure. What other shows did I watch? I think I'm gonna go with Mickey Mouse.
Wow.
Just because
Good poll. Yep. Great poll.
probably the biggest name on this
Yep.
list.
I like it. I hate to do it to you, Patrick, but I can't pick you up because I'm gonna have to go with Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, that's a good list. That's a good one. I think my favorite character in out of all of them is is
I would hate that job. No way I could go through that whole list and spell all the names.
yeah, I already saw it. He made one adjustment on one of them.
I would be sweating.
You're dyslexic. You know? Yeah, that would be real bad for you.
Yeah.
How many errors did you make? Dude,
What?
writing a paper for you in high school probably
Yeah.
was the worst thing in the world.
So
How many times did you have to look at the red line and right
Almost
click
of
and correct it?
most of it, and it's still I write emails at work, and I'm like, I look up, jeez. But no, basically what I would do is write a whole paragraph, and then I'd go back through and just
Fixing
bing,
the
bing,
red
bing, bing,
lines.
bing, bing, fix them all.
Dude, that was probably one of the greatest inventions ever for
Could you imagine using a typewriter? I'd rather play in traffic.
you'd be screwed because you can't
Yeah.
you can't fix it.
No, literally, there's no. Yeah, no.
You'd have to rip it out and put a new one in.
Yep.
You would never finish a paper.
It would suck.
Also the noise.
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being in a room full of just typewriters and everyone's just clicking away?
No, no.
It'd be awful.
We have our music so loud at work. I put my AirPods in, the ones that are like
Noise canceling.
noise canceling. The only thing I could hear, I couldn't hear people talking. The only thing I could hear was all of the music still.
Like the music
Yeah.
at the workplace?
Yes.
They have it blasting?
Yeah, it's so loud. It's so loud. It's also hilarious, during Christmas time, because
God, I hate Christmas music so much.
But so ours isn't Christmas. It's Christmas music, but it's Christian Christmas music.
So
it's
the
not like
same
Mariah
6
Carey
songs.
singing. It's yeah. But one of the songs that's on our Pandora playlist or whatever is the Charlie Brown theme song, and it's
My bad.
yeah, no, that's your fault. It's always so funny to me when I'm sitting there doing negotiations, and it's I'm not gonna be oh, it's so serious, but when you're sitting down and you're kind of going back and forth a little bit, and then you just stop and all you hear is the Charlie Brown theme song super loud above your head. There's something to that that's a little bit of comic relief.
Yeah. I don't think I could listen to music.
Well,
Like that
luckily
all
we
day.
start it the day after Thanksgiving and run it all the way to the New Year. So
Christmas
you don't even have to
music-
listen to it for that
Christmas
long.
music, one, should not be played before Thanksgiving. And two,
Yeah, Mariah
just
Carey's somewhere
it's-
thawing out right now.
it's the worst genre of music. I don't even know if it's a genre or what, but it's the worst genre of music there is.
Yeah.
I cannot
get-
stand Christmas
I
music.
get some of it for a little bit. When it's the days leading up to Christmas,
Christmas
give
Eve,
me
Christmas
a little
Day?
bit. Give me
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit, a little spice of it.
Yeah.
But other than that, if it ain't Drake or Morgan Wallen, I keep it out of my ears. You know?
Bro, if either of them came out with a Christmas album,
I wouldn't listen to anything else but
it
that.
would be so gassed. They
I bet we
low-key
had
should.
Christmas and January.
It would be so gassed,
Not
bro.
what I
I'd be
meant.
listening to it in July.
July is what I meant. Yeah, not January. January is Christmas time.
One
Sometimes when I think about months, January, June, July are all kind of the same in my head. I know that August is 8, December is 12, and then it's kind of a toss-up. February, March, April, May, No idea what number those are. Like, I can do it if I, like, really hone in and think about it.
1 through 5.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I know. But I'm just off the rip. I do have to think about it a little bit. I could do them all in order, but, like, just...
You ever use the knuckle thing to figure out how many days there are? You know that trick? The knuckle thing?
What?
So it's like, if you're on your knuckle, it's 31 days, and then below is not 31. And it's, like, perfect for all of your knuckles. So it's like January, February, March, April, May, June, July. August has 31 too. And then September, October, November, December. You never had to do that? To figure out how many days are in the month?
What?
All right.
That's crazy. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Am I just dumb? Like,
No.
I feel like that's a common thing.
You ever heard that?
What?
He's been on Earth for like a long time. So
I swear that's a thing. I don't know why you would ever use it, but I just remember learning that. Maybe I learned it. Your typewriter had spell check. Maybe it's just something I learned in homeschool, I guess. I don't know.
I love you, Rachel.
Maybe.
You are not a normal homeschooled person, though.
Well,
Your family
I've
did a good
experienced
job
all
of
3 levels of education. Not levels. All 3 different education options there are. I've been homeschooled. I've gone to private school, and I've gone to public school.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I've had like a taste of everything, which I honestly loved.
Being homeschooled?
Yeah, that was fire. I got done every day.
One
like
time,
12.
Lighthouse had this really big thing where we were all at this like conference center, and we all like there was just one kind of small bathroom with 2 urinals, and we had this huge line. And it's like a majority of the people that work at Lighthouse are all guys, right? So we had this huge line, and the dealership was split in 2. So we had literally half the dealership there, and then however many of that half was dudes, which was a lot. And we're all trying to pee and use this bathroom, and I'm standing there peeing, and somebody comes up behind me and does the thing where they like push you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're standing there peeing, and somebody like pushes you, and you like kind of fall forward a little bit. That's never happened to you?
No.
Buddy, you're in for a surprise because you're going to get bullied. So basically I'm standing there peeing. I'm not paying attention to anything besides me peeing. And somebody pushed me from behind, and it like just, I don't know, throws you off balance. You got to like catch yourself on the wall. Sometimes you pee on yourself. I don't know, man. But the guy who did it was homeschooled. And he pushed me. And everyone's laughing. And I'm low-key a little embarrassed. And he's like, we used to do that all the time in school. And I turn around and go, weren't you homeschooled? And my God, when I tell you the bathroom erupted, there were people pooping that were laughing. Everyone in line was laughing hysterically. Good time.
That's funny.
Yeah. I was like, who'd you do it to? Your sister?
Jesus.
Take that, Courtney. She just falls off the toilet.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
We got any other like things that we can do?
Not that we haven't set up already. I do have a question though.
Oh, okay.
Do you like leftovers?
Yeah, I do. Depends. It depends. I know you don't.
I do not like leftovers. I will not
Why?
eat leftovers. Something
gotta be
about a
just how
microwave
you're
scares me.
Okay. It's radiation.
Yeah.
You're scared of cancer.
Yeah.
Figured it out. That's all it took.
No, I don't like. There is.
I like how everything out of the microwave is wet and hot on the outside and freezing on the inside.
Yeah. I don't like having to.
It's either
I get really grossed out.
wet or dry.
Yeah. I get really grossed out by like taking whatever's in the fridge, that container, and dumping it into a bowl or something to put in the microwave.
noises it makes it gross.
Like, why is it wet?
Because we have established this multiple times, I am terrified of dying. And I am also terrified of cancer. And one thing I know is that radiation box, when you mix it with plastic,
Chances go high.
just gives you more radiation or more
put
cancer.
plastic in there, are you?
Depends. I know Dan eats Factor meals, and he just chucks the whole. It's got a wrapper on it still. That can't be good. It can't be. There's no. Do you know that the popcorn bags, the bagged popcorn, is like there was a bunch of stuff in that was giving people cancer.
Dang.
I
eat a lot of popcorn.
My ex-girlfriend used to cook caramel corn, and then after she got done eating all the caramel corn out of there, she would open the bag up and just lick the bag, and I was like, holy shit, you're gonna die. You're gonna die a very bad death.
Wasn't even the point. Like, there cannot be that much caramel or whatever in there.
Tastes
It's
probably
probably
like
all
TV
hard
static.
yeah, like, no. But leftovers, there's very few things I'll eat leftovers of, and one of them's pizza, right?
Okay.
Do you like?
A lot of people think.
There's.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I know
I
what you're
keep
about to say,
interrupting
I
you.
think.
I'm so
I
sorry.
think I know what you're about to say. And it's
a lot of
about what
people
I'm-
like pizza better warmed up.
Okay, that's not what I was gonna say, but kind of close. I like pizza better cold than I do hot.
Okay. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Like day old pizza, probably the best pizza there is.
I love Monocle's pizza the day after when you cook it on a pizzazz.
Obviously, that's the thing though. That's the reheating part that I just don't like.
There's nothing gross about that.
I just don't like reheating things like that.
Why?
I don't know.
Not in a microwave would be disgusting.
Still, I just like. That's why, like, if the pizza was reheated up, I would not eat it. Like, straight up. If we had.
Does your family eat leftovers?
No one in my family eats leftovers.
That's it then.
Well,
Because
some of my, like, Micah does and my parents do. But, like, I just never ate leftovers growing up. It was like, Mom's like, all right, leftovers for dinner. I'm like, I'm going to have a bowl of cereal.
Was your mom really good about cooking, like, the exact amount?
She had to learn how to do that, yeah.
What?
Like, if she makes too much, then she's just going to waste it because she knows none of us are going to eat it.
Okay.
So she had to get
I thought
good
you were
at
saying,
learning
like-
portions.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Because, like, my mom would, like, cook
2 meals.
intentionally
Yeah.
to have leftovers.
Yeah, no.
My dad take, like, a bag of chili to work or something.
Bro.
Why a bag? Why would he take a bag? Gross. Gross. He just throws a Ziploc bag full of chili in the microwave. It just gets super big and pops everywhere.
Would it pop? Like, would the heat probably? That'd be so bad.
Everyone's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Ate it up." So my wife put it in there for me. Ran out of Tupperware.
I'm trying to get to this
Pours
point.
it onto the plate.
I'm trying to get to this point of,
Sorry.
are there foods that you like better cold that are supposed to be warm? Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
the pizza thing that I just said? Like, is there foods that you would eat, leftovers, I guess, that you think are better that you don't need to reheat it?
Honestly, I think the only one that I can think of is sometimes ham, but like ham from the pit. But other than that, I think it's pizza. You know, as
I got
Drake
one.
once said, your girl was better in the morning, like a slice of pizza.
Yeah,
That's when I
Jesus.
had to hit her with a nice to meet ya.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's one that I think might be a little crazy. Honestly, nah, because it's already
Raw
cooked.
chicken.
No. But
Yum.
chicken wings. Like boneless wings from B-Dubs, I won't reheat it because I don't like how
Ew.
soggy it gets. So I just eat it cold.
Don't love that.
It's kind of good. It's kind of goated. I ain't gonna lie. It's
I
pretty
don't
good.
love that.
There's someone I know. I'm not gonna out this person because I don't
Please
want.
do.
I will.
Bet.
I don't want people to hate on her, but Janelle, my PT, we were talking about this.
What?
Bro, we were talking about this.
Immediately throw her
Yeah,
out there.
I had to. She won't care. I've talked about her before.
Legend. Like
Um,
today is the only other
No,
time.
and there's
that
another time in another episode that I totally forgot about. She's been listening to the
you say her
pod.
name though.
I did, I think. Well, she knew because she listens to the pod. I brought.
What? Why do you know? Oh,
That'd
I was
be
like,
crazy.
dang.
But I mentioned that she wore gloves and it was like 90 degrees outside, and I gave her crap for
facts. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it. And she said something to me the other day about it. But she brought up how she likes meatloaf cold.
No,
I said I don't even like meatloaf hot.
no. I don't like meatloaf the first time, and I sure as hell ain't eating.
Then
the
she
second
went even
time.
crazier, bro. She's like, I like green beans out of the can. I said, what? Green beans and corn out of the can? Like room temperature?
like a settler.
Yeah, like what?
This is the
Oregon
Oregon
Trail.
Trail. That's funny.
Did they have canned stuff back then like that?
Probably jarred.
Pickled.
Wasn't that what it was? Pause.
Pickled, right? Isn't anything like jarred like that? It's like they call it pickled or something? Oh.
I'm Pickle Rick.
But we got into this conversation about things that we liked cold. And she was
Mhm.
just going on this list. And I was like, bro, that stuff's crazy.
You like ice, light ice, no ice in your drinks?
ice.
In Mexico, no ice.
Really? Is
Everything
it at
was
least
room
cold?
temp.
Oh, no.
I mean, okay, not everything, but like
You
a lot of
couldn't
it
get
was
you
just
like
kind of
a
like
pina
chilled.
colada?
I'm saying like, okay, if you're getting a mixed drink, it's like mixed, but it's still not like iced, like
Yeah.
how we would drink it here.
That sucks.
That
I
was at
love
least my
ice.
experience. I mean, even like we would go to the restaurants and we'd get
Well, you
like
know what it
you get like a
is?
Pepsi, and you just get like a bottle of Pepsi that's like because you can't drink the water.
Yeah,
they,
that's
they
what it is.
had the resort that we stayed at had fresh water everywhere all the time, like just kind of like almost Gatorade things, but it'd be like fresh fruit and stuff mixed in there.
Ugh.
That was good.
No, I don't need that. Just give me some water.
It's not like pulpy.
I don't care. Just give me some water, bro. I don't need to be tasting the lemon when I'm drinking
You
water.
don't taste it. It's just like fresh.
That's such a lie.
I didn't taste it. I taste everything.
Yeah, right.
I hate everything.
All right.
Everything.
No, if I don't like no ice because I don't like drinking warm things. Like I don't
Yeah.
want my soda warm. I don't like light ice because then it melts and gets watery too fast. You know what I'm saying? If I
Yeah.
don't drink it fast enough.
Yeah.
So I like ice, like a normal amount of ice, because it keeps it cold while I'm drinking it.
I've started getting my cold brews with light ice because then I get more cold brew.
Yeah, sometimes there is something about it.
Yeah, like
That's like I want
if
more
I'm getting a
drink.
coffee and I'm spending $5 on a thing of coffee, bro, do not fill that thing up with ice because I ain't getting no coffee anyway. I'm gonna take 3 sips, it's gonna be gone. Like
They load that stuff up.
I know
with
it's
ice
so
sometimes.
frustrating. Like put 4 ice cubes in there so it stays cold, and
And
then
cold brew's already cold.
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hate, dude. I went the other day and they put so much ice in there I couldn't get my straw in the cup. Like it was packed in there so tight. The ice was. I could not put a straw to the bottom of the cup.
You drink it with a straw?
Yeah,
Where are you getting your drink from?
4:30.
Oh. I've never heard of that.
Doc's 4:30. throw them directly under the bus. Sponsor us. Also, I gave your little brother $20 for some scones from there. I never saw the scones.
I don't think they've made them yet.
My mom had hers.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh yeah, these have been sitting here for a while. I got them, but I didn't eat them." And I'm like, "What was that from?" She's like, "That thing at the school."
Eli's a savage.
It's like,
I'll text him.
what is it gonna do now?
Well, I don't know.
It's not
Maybe.
gonna do anything now besides make them feel bad.
Well,
I don't want him to, I don't
it's kind
care.
of crappy of him.
It's probably not his fault.
It's got to be his fault.
It's probably my fault.
You probably were supposed to pick him up or something.
Yeah, which for sure did not know about, but I will take the blame.
It was not communicated.
Because my mom was like, "Look at all these scones that I have. Do you want any?" And I was like, You went to 4:30? She's like, well, no. There was that thing at the school. I was like, gotta be the same.
Where do you guys
event.
get your cinnamon roll things at?
Breakers Market in Eureka.
Dang, all the way in Eureka?
Yeah, because everyone from Lighthouse is from Eureka.
Aren't you from Eureka, Dan?
It's the same thing. It's like saying, no, I'm not from Delavan, I'm from Venado Lakes. Shut up.
I want to buy cars there just because I'm with the cinnamon rolls.
They're so good.
They're so,
They're so
bro.
good.
My sister and my mom bought cars however
like
long ago.
back to back almost.
Yeah, dude. That's bro. I ate probably almost all of that thing.
It's so good.
Cinnamon rolls
I
are
handed
gas.
one to a guy today. I sold a card today. Handed the guy his cake, and he goes, I can't have this. And I was like, He goes, I'm diabetic. And I was like, can't you just give yourself more insulin? No, I didn't say that. I was like, oh, can your wife that? You just like,
Just do 2 shots instead of 1.
and they're like a pill for that or something.
Is that how it works?
No, there's like, most people have a pump.
No, but I thought wasn't Paul Blart diabetic?
Yeah, he needed sugar, so his body
So
wasn't
2
making
different kinds of
enough
diabetics.
sugar, right? Isn't there one where your body makes too much, and then there's one, yeah, yeah. So like if you, yeah, yeah.
I just remember that he just crashed
Yeah,
and he ate a
crashed and he's-
sucker off the ground.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather die.
I've learned so much about. I get to sometimes. Well, not anymore because Mike has a different thing now, and he doesn't have to take his Beatus stuff
Medicine.
through a needle anymore. Oh, he still has a needle, but it's like basically a patch you put on, and you just have to mess with it like every 3 days or so. Shout out Mike, I miss you, bro. But like, he used to let me take the needle and do it. I know it was really gross, and I hated it, but I did it all the time.
I ate it.
I know, I really didn't like it. It made me super uncomfy.
I
I laugh when I get uncomfortable. So,
like a scenario.
yeah. So, if I'm getting blood work done, like when I'm sitting there and they're about to like,
Prick you.
they're like feeling me up and pause. Time out. But they're like feeling up my arms and stuff and like trying to find where to put the needle in and stuff. I get really uncomfortable. And my coping mechanism for feeling super uncomfortable is
just to laugh.
just giggling. So to most nurses who don't know me, like if I go somewhere that's not Hopedale or it's somebody new at Hopedale, when they're going to put the needle in my arm, I'm laughing hysterically, which makes me look like a psychopath because I'm literally just sitting there like, and it's like, they're like, what the shit is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? Stop laughing. What?
Should be crying. Like
Yeah,
anything.
like, and I literally just sit there and I bounce my leg and I just giggle hysterically. And they're like, I've never seen anyone do that before. And I'm like, yeah, haha.
That's crazy.
You remember when I had mono?
Yeah.
So I had to go every other day. So my spleen
Yeah. That's
is supposed to be like 11 centimeters is what the doctor said. And it was like 17 and a half. And I was like, so I can't play golf? And he's like, buddy, if you roll over in your sleep wrong, you'll probably die. And I was like, understood. But I had to go in there and they had to keep doing blood work to see like how I was doing basically. And my parents were in the Ozarks, so I'm like fighting for my life by myself. And I get in there, they're doing blood work, and this is like the 3rd time in a week where I'm sitting there. And it's this new lady, and she's younger. She's like probably closer to our age, a little bit older, obviously, but she's like touching my arm, and she's like, "Oh wow, you have really strong skin." And I was like, "The hell does that even mean?"
Thank you.
And she's like, I think I see a lot of access to veins right there. And I go, how do you think you either do or you don't?
Dude,
I feel like
how many times did she break you?
she got to the 3rd time and she was getting in there. And so here's the part that sucked. So not only was she going in, realizing she was missing, and then pulling it out, the second and third time she got in there, realized she missed, and moved it, and I could feel the needle scrape against my arm bone. To which point...
You think you could die from that? Like they nick an artery
Caleb,
and you're just...
When I'm telling you, I giggle when they do it right. I'm sitting front row at a comedy special. Like, I'm like, ha ha ha. As she's literally just scraping. I can feel it scraping my arm. And she is looking at me and she's like, I just don't know why I can't figure it out. And she goes, let me try your other arm. And I go, how about you go find someone who knows what they're doing? And I said it kind of like that because I was really mad. And she was like, oh.
You're probably laughing at the same time.
Yeah, I was laughing. While I was like, how about you go find someone who knows? So then
Have
she
you
went
ever
out and
had
found
an
somebody
IV?
that did it right. But
Have you ever had an IV put in?
yeah, but it was to put me to sleep.
Yeah.
And I basically remember going, ow, that hurt.
When I had surgery, I had the IV put in my arm,
Uh,
and you can like feel it dripping in you.
yeah,
Like,
gross.
It was weird, but
I'm good.
I got all hooked up, getting ready for surgery, and they put a needle in.
This is what does it to me. Like, this is what... See how I'm acting right now? I can't...
You've been talking about needles this whole time.
I know, but now you're talking about them, and now it's not me remembering, it's me imagining. And that's where...
Yeah,
it's
well,
bad.
Imagine me laying in a hospital bed,
Yep.
getting ready to go into surgery.
Yep.
I'm all hooked up. They just put my IV in.
Yep.
And I'm like, I gotta piss, like really bad. And I'm about to go into surgery. And I'm like, I'm about to be put to sleep. Like, what if I just piss myself when I'm in surgery?
Can't be the first one.
So I'm like, I'm sorry. I was like, I know you just like hooked everything up, but I need to go take a piss. So they unhooked me. I went peed, and they had to do it all over again. So luckily both times when they put the needle in, it was like just right away. It was fine.
Yeah.
But I kind of screwed myself there.
Yeah. That makes me so uncomfy.
It's so weird that I talk about it. It messes you up, and then
I know. I can talk about it. Yeah. I don't know, man.
yeah.
You like watching, like, medical shows? Maddie loves Grey's.
It's all
I
right.
I'll come home and she's watching Grey's, and I'll, like, look in there, and they just have somebody's, like, whole chest open, and you can, like, see the heart beating and stuff, and I'm like, pass.
I think I could be a doctor now.
What?
Just with all my knee stuff. I feel like I've learned a lot. I could just treat anyone that's had ACL problems.
Yeah.
An easy solution is just cutting it off. Your knee, your leg.
Just your knee. You just
Yeah,
have
just
one
the
leg
knee
that
and then
doesn't
just
bend.
connect it back.
It's just shorter, though, so you can just, like, whip it in a circle.
It's like what the little pirate leg thing, like
Yeah.
the stub or whatever.
Because
it
one
is.
would be... Oh, that's terrible.
I think there are people that legit don't have knees though. Like, no,
What
no,
a terrible
like,
life.
yeah, that
Pick
literally
a
have to
joint
walk
that you
like
don't
that.
have anymore.
What? So like that's like knee, shoulder, elbow.
I mean, technically, there's a ton of joints.
Your
Like, if you
finger
wanted to say a
joints.
finger, you could say, like, I don't have a pinky.
No, I don't
want to
be a baby like that, or like cheat out like that.
I almost think it'd have to be, like, an arm.
I think it'd be elbow. Like, I think I'd
But,
rather just.
dude,
I don't
think
know
about
actually.
Like, you're driving and you have to drive like this. That'd
I
suck.
do that all the time, anyways.
No, you drive like this, probably. You're not driving stiff-armed.
Okay, not
Like-
stiff arm. I actually drive with my knees, but
Not that one.
because the other one's on the gas sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
That was one thing after surgery. I couldn't do that. I had to drive with my hands because I couldn't like bend my knee to like put it up against the
Yeah.
steering wheel. I kind of just outed myself there. It's alright.
I mean, you know, you're human.
I feel like it's safer. Never mind. I'm not gonna. I think it's safer for me to drive with a knee and be able to text faster with two hands than for me to text
Spend
slower
more
with
time
one.
looking at your
texting.
phone.
Exactly.
Yeah. I completely agree.
It's a theory.
Yep.
All right. Episode 14.
Episode 14.
Put her in the books. It's been a good one. Appreciate you, Dan.
Dan, you got anything to say?
Just love it here.
Oh, hey. Before we end,
Can rub it in with all the Lighthouse people. Goodness. Oh yeah.
present to you your very own. What are we doing? Flask. Sweet.
Could use that too. He came here with the beer. He's good to go. Next time he'll bring that. Boom.
Got anything
14.
else?
Nope.
So, sorry this was a week late. Please forgive us. Still appreciate that there was a lot of you that were mad. I know I got multiple texts that were like, "Oh, we just don't do podcasts anymore." And I'm like, "Oh, sorry." But no, it's cool. Love it. Love the
Support.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yep. Because if you didn't care, then
We'd still do it.
we'd still do it. So tell somebody who does care that we're out here still doing it.
We got our first hater the other day
Oh, that was so sick.
on TikTok.
Honestly, shout out to haters. What did he say? Oh, he said this.
He's like, "All right, boys, put the mics away."
Yeah, put the mics back in the box or something. I was like, appreciate you.
Yeah, you literally responded. Appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate you, boy.
Yep. Appreciate all the haters, all the supporters. Episode 14. See you.
Peace.